Stephen A., I'll start with you. And you know what's really the saddest part in all of this? Is I actually had hope. So I'm just going to laugh at myself for a second. Stephen A., what was the bigger headline? Big Ben's return or the Giants' woes?
Well, first of all, Molly, I think the important point is to understand is that you don't have to laugh at yourself. I'll laugh at you. I tried to tell you, Molly. I tried to tell you. All right. I mean,
I didn't want to
see you today. Why would you laugh at yourself when I am here to do that for you? No need for you to exert that kind of energy. I'm laughing at you
everyone.
because it's not that they lost the game. It's not that they lost the game, Max Kellerman, because you don't hide in the closet like you suddenly ain't some Giants fan. Oh, no. Come on out. You too, Max. All right. I told y'all yesterday, without Pastor Spears in attendance, because I didn't need his help in this matter, I told y'all Saquon Barkley would be neutralized. Did I not say that? I believe I said it because I was sitting here when I said it. I told you that brother would not have a big day because to me, that's the story. That's the story. I understand that Big Ben looked good and he's back and Juju Smith-Schuster and James Washington and Deontay Johnson and these boys and Eric Ebron. They're ecstatic that they've got a first-string quarterback, let alone a two-time Super Bowl champion and a future Hall of Famer quarterback for them instead of some third or fourth string like they were saddled with last year. But the real thing that resonated with me was 15 carries for 6 yards. By the way, 8 of those carries were for minus yards. They were for negative yards. Talk about being completely neutralized. I tried to tell y'all this defense, that one that even Max acknowledged over the last few months, but suddenly engaged in selective amnesia yesterday when it came to thinking about the Giants and Saquon Barkley. This is what I tried to tell you, okay? The Steelers defense is no joke. I don't think that, again, their secondary to me sometimes a suspect because they got a bunch of short dudes in that secondary, but they've got speed, they've got athleticism, they tackle well, they got a front seven that can get it done, especially their linebacking core. The bottom line is Saquon Barkley was not going to get off. And when you combine that with the fact that Daniel Jones has not had Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, along with this kid right here, Darius Slayton, who I think's got some talent. And by the way, him and Daniel Jones seems to have some chemistry thing going on there. The fact is, when you look at that along with Ingram, the New York Giants and Daniel Jones has not had all of his weapons available to him. I think even Jason Garrett called a good game. But in the end, it came down to Saquon Barkley and what he was going to do. And if they didn't let Saquon Barkley beat him, they were not going to lose this game. That is what happened. It is what I told you would happen. You didn't want to listen because you put on your pom-poms, Molly. You put on your pom-poms. Max even went and got a haircut.
Loyalty.
I mean, did y'all notice that
fandom.
yesterday? Max had a nice crew. Max had a nice crew cut from the 1980s going on there. You understand? Molly was sitting there in her Giants blue, acting like y'all were going to do something. And what happened? What happened? What I told
Nothing
y'all
happened.
was gonna happen. Next time.
Disappointment happened.
Next time, you'll know better. There you go. Take it away, Max. Floor's yours.
First of all, Darius Slayton's good. We know that. The Giants have believed they had a number one receiver in him since last year. I think they're probably right. Yes, yesterday was about Saquon Barkley. It was about Saquon Barkley. If you get tackled behind the line of scrimmage 11 times, you get contacted as soon as you touch the ball behind the line of scrimmage 11 times, those aren't tackles for losses. Those are sacks. Saquon Barkley was getting sacked. It's one thing to stack the box, and I thought Saquon was going to have a big game because you can use him in the run and the pass game. But it's one thing to stack the box. It's another thing to send all 11 guys on every play toward the running back. I don't think I can remember ever seeing that kind of defensive attention to one running back. That was unbelievable and a great job by the Steelers. Now, it lets Daniel Jones, it gives him opportunities. It gives other players the chance to get open. And by the way, Daniel Jones was doing a pretty good job of that early in the game, but he made the kind of critical judgment errors that I blame Carson Wentz for still making. Of course, the difference is Wentz is in year 5. Daniel Jones is on his rookie deal in year 2. Nevertheless, Daniel Jones' decision-making is the reason they really didn't have a chance in the game as the game wore on. They had a chance to add to their lead on one drive, and TJ Watt made a great play. But then later on, they're driving down. They're very likely to score a touchdown, and he turns it over instead of just taking the sack or throwing it away. That's poor judgment by a young quarterback. What bothers me about all this is not Saquon not getting the yards, because that means, as I said, there will be other opportunities if you're going to put all 11 guys on the running back. It's not even Daniel Jones making bad decisions in critical moments because, again, he's a second-year quarterback, and he showed me other things that I liked. It's the offensive line, and I get Nate Solder opted out. This has been going on now, and they've made improvements last year. Oh, wait a minute, maybe they'll turn a corner. They draft the whole thing. This has been going on now for how many years? It feels like about a decade already. It's enough. They have to fix that. If it's not the pass protection, it's the run blocking. Yesterday, the run blocking was no good. They couldn't get it going on the ground, and that was basically it. Between that and Daniel Jones's decision-making in crunch time, the Giants really didn't have a chance. But I'm not putting this on Saquon Barkley. There's no one who ever lived who's going to pick up a bunch of yards, giving the defensive game plan of the Steelers yesterday, which is every single person on the field, don't let 26 beat you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.